Hey YouTube, what's up? It's JT Sasuke. I'm here to bring you my very first ever review for Arrow. So, just a little words beforehand. I'm sorry that I am reviewing this series so late in the game. I just recently caught up on the series altogether, literally a couple of days ago. I watched all of season 1 and 2 on Netflix, and I had to go online and find the rest of the season of the rest of the episodes that played for season 3, which is the season we're currently on. And so last night I was able to watch the latest episode on TV. So I'm caught up with everything in continuity. So here I am reviewing it. I will be, like I said, I will be reviewing The Flash. I will take whenever I have time. I will take when I will take my time, especially this weekend since I won't be doing anything because I have no classes. I'll be taking this weekend to catch up on The Flash. So, but moving right into this review. So we start off with Oliver. Basically, Oliver is alive. Oliver's alive, and he has been, yeah, basically Oliver's alive, and his the Asian guy, his wife came back to heal him. She called her back there to heal Oliver. What ended up happening is that we see that him and his wife are a bit disconnected, kind of like they're not together. Oliver made a comment saying that she's still your wife, but I don't feel like it's that way. She still loves him. He obviously still loves her, but he's truly pushing himself away and devoting himself to the League of Shadows. So, with that being said, with that being said, it was made very interesting where his loyalties lie when the League of Shadows or the League of Assassins, whatever you want to call them, they go by many names. When they came looking for Oliver and they followed the tracks, it was just like, what are you doing here? We were looking for Ra's al Ghul wants Oliver's body, and it's not to be found. And we've seen tracks and suddenly led here, yeah. And it's like, left here, yeah, but there's no one here. We should go. But we find out that no one. It was there. All three of them were there, but Oliver and his wife were hiding. His wife ended up making a sudden movement, which made something fall, so they had to go check it out, even though he said we should leave. It didn't work out like that, and a fight broke out. He ended up killing all the members of the league that were there. And then he was like, "No, I have to go back." Oliver was like, "Look, if you go back, he's gonna kill you for betraying him." He took a sharp stone, cut himself on the neck, and he was like, "What the hell did you do that for?" He was like, "You did that," and a daring and successful attempt to escape. And he was just like, "Look, you need to." So he was like, "Look, you can come back with me to Starling City." He was like, "No, you should go back to Starling City. You should really worry about what's going on in Starling City." After that, he ended up leaving. So at the end of after that, we go into the flashback, and the flashback is basically he took the bioweapon and he was going to trade it for his wife. Now Oliver was really pissed off at him, but we're gonna move on from that. He ended up giving the bioweapon to his wife after he asked for to see his wife. His wife was given to him but not released. And she took the bioweapon, she tested it to see if it was fake. It was fake, they started a fight. And that's what led them to beat everybody up and escape unharmed. When they went back home, she was like, "Look," when they went back home, Oliver was like, "Hey, next time you're gonna use a fake, let me know." He was like, "Oh, what? Oh, it wasn't supposed to be a fake. I wasn't bluffing." He was like, "So you really about to give her a bioweapon?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You would have let thousands of people die, all for to get my wife back. Yes, I would do anything to protect my family." He went over to sit next to his wife and kid, and his wife was like, "Thank you." He just, kind of replied, "You're welcome," in like a kind of like grin, smile slash nod thing. After that, we move flash forward in the Starling City. Basically, shit goes down. Alright, first things first, Malcolm, Merlin, and Thea. The two of them end up trying to leave, but Thea's like, no. Thea's like, "Hey, look, you taught me. I don't." Thea, Malcolm Merlin was like, "Hey, we need to leave." Didn't tell Thea why, and Thea didn't receive well to that. So Malcolm Merlin told her the truth later on, but not the whole truth. He didn't say how he made her kill someone that involved Oliver. But he did tell her that Ra's al Ghul is part of Ra's al Ghul and his people are trying to kill them and they should leave. That's when Thea later on was like, "So, you taught me how to fight. You taught me how to not be scared. I'm not going to be scared of him. Neither should you. Why don't we stay and fight?" So he was like, "Fine, we'll stay." That was stupid of him. I feel like he's going to leave her, but that's just my personal opinion. That was stupid of her because it's like, look, yes, your father taught you how to fight. He taught you how to not be scared, how not get hurt, how to not be afraid. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If your father is scared of somebody, run, because your father's not even scared of the arrow. Now we move on, and we move on from there. And I have to say that this whole thing with Brick is really interesting. It's really, really interesting. Him and the people, he walked into a city council meeting, stole 3 city council members, including excuse me, including the mayor. After he took the mayor hostage, what he ended up doing, what he ended up doing was saying, what he ended up doing was he's taking them to a safe house. Black Canary and Arsenal. Wanted to call him Red Arrow, but his name is different now. Black Canary and Arsenal, they ended up pursuing, but they ended up, failing in an attempt to stop them and ended up getting the mayor killed. After that, they said that there was one more. They said that they made a meeting with the new mayor, and the mayor was just like, and he was just like, look, you have 24 hours to get all your police officers out of the glades. Otherwise, I'm going to kill the rest of these two. And that's what they started to do. Captain Lance didn't want to do it. He didn't want to give in, but it was not his decision. So he made it where it's like, okay, look, if you're going to take my officers out the glades, you give the order, not me, because I'm damn sure not abandoning a whole section of the city. After that, Arrow, Arsenal, Diggle, Felicity, who were wavering from side to side, but decided to help in the vigilante thing again, and obviously Black Canary. They saved the 2 city council members. There was a big battle. Felicity was doing her thing with talking people in. Diggle was actually flying a helicopter, and Black Canary and Arsenal were actually on the ground. Now their team is expanding ever so slowly. When Oliver comes back, it's going to be good to have 3 people on the ground now. In the meantime, this is also a chance for Laurel to kind of get her hands dirty and dabble in the dark arts of actually doing the groundwork. So it's a good training for her. This is also, just a good experience for her if she wants to continue doing what she's doing. Felicity told her that she's going to fight for who you have, not for who is lost, not for who you've lost, because you're going to have a stronger feeling to fight for those that you still have. So after that, they ended up saving the other 2, but the cops ended up being pulled out of the glades anyways because they had all the home addresses of the city council members and would kill all their families if they did not. So the mayor called that option. Now, there's a couple times when Laura had to pretend to be Sarah because Captain Lance didn't know. She didn't want Captain Lance to know, but she should obviously tell Captain Lance soon. So I wonder how long it's going to keep up that facade. In the meantime, earlier in the episode, we had Laurel fighting and Arsenal came in and saved her. That's just something that I skipped and glossed over. But throughout the episode, when Thea wasn't with Malcolm Merlin, she was doing her thing at the club. She was trying to find a DJ to come on a regular, and she found the DJ. That one guy was like, "Look, I can do it for you." She was like, "No, you gotta try out." He's like, "I don't try out." She was like, "Bye." The guy that she did hire was terrible, and then the guy that said that I'll do it for you before ended up striking a deal with her and after she fired the other dude. So he went up there and turned that shit upside down. And when he left his gear at the club, she let him in to get his gear, but then he answered the phone. But he ended up using a phone calling someone and saying that she's not leaving town because he asked her if she was leaving town. And she was like, no. So then he called up someone and was like, oh yeah, Malcolm Merlin's not leaving town. And then the guy, the Asian dude that saved Oliver was like, okay, I'll tell Ra's al Ghul. So he's part of the League of Assassins. So, As far as I know, that was a really good episode. The next episode is going to be a lot better. I'm going to cut this short now. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment and subscribe for more content.